Josh Smith.
A little moment of silence. Get ready, focus.
A picture of concentration.
Yes.
Same could be said of Dwight Howard. And by the way, for Dwight Howard, don't worry about the text anymore because they restart at the beginning of the playoffs.
And he has what?
He has one. He did get one. Yes. And he got a whole lot of points.
Well, there's no question
Matter
he's a beast.
46 of them.
Yeah, he's a beast. There's no question. You can't stop him. But can Orlando have a supporting cast that can beat the Atlanta Hawks as a team?
As we speak, Stan Van Gundy's trying to figure that out. J.J. Redick checks into the game. He missed the final 17 games of the regular season with that abdominal injury. Great to see J.J. Redick back. And then Gilbert Arenas with the steal to J.J. Redick. He scores.
You think J.J. can dunk?
Yes, he can.
Okay.
We talked about that last year, and then he got a dunk. We was like, okay, he can dunk.
Gilbert Arenas misses, and we know Dwight Howard can dunk.
Yes, boy.
Orlando up 26-25. Al Horford.
The boss is what they call him.
And he was one of the bosses on this court. I mean, it was a total team effort for Atlanta. We're not putting it all on Al. He had 12 points in the first half. Dwight Howard throws it down and just people getting out of his way. Wise idea. He might get hurt. And then Hedo Turkoglu, the alley-oop to Dwight.
You know what, again, Dwight can have his points, but you have Eton Thomas, Collins. They're frustrating him. They're getting him on the foul line. They're fouling him, trying to wear him down in this series.
Vintage Joe Johnson.
Teardrop.
I mean, his mid-range game has always been awesome.
Staying focused and staying in attack mode.
J.J. Redick driving baseline. He's off. Dwight Howard gobbles it up, devours it, and then slams it home.
Now, that was ridiculous.
Mom and Dad like that one.
There's a reason why he's the best center in the NBA.
He set an Orlando playoff record for points and a half with 31 points in the first half. Tracy McGrady, as we flash back to 2003, set the Magic playoff record for points and a half with 28 in the second half against Detroit. Keep that in mind as we roll on with these highlights. Dwight Howard struggled in the third quarter.
They struggled, but it's because of the... Look at that help. Look at that help. Josh Smith, each help defender was in the right spot, and this is where Dwight got a little...
He just decided to lay on them.
Yeah.
Well, but what about the headbutt? Right
there.
This is WWF or WWE. Look at now he's just going to drop the elbow on him.
And the boss.
And then right here, Zaza Pachulia gets the rebound, and Dwight Howard pulls him down, and that's the first technical foul of the playoffs for Dwight Howard. At 7 techs in the playoffs, that triggers the one-game suspension.
And Dwight Howard, it says he's not frustrated, but that's a frustration foul right there. That is no question a technical foul.
And then Jamal Crawford takes a nice pass from Al Horford, and he put it in the hole.
Money ball in the money corner pocket.
And Atlanta led by 16. Ryan Anderson now. Can he dial up the three? He cannot. And it's put in by Jameer Nelson, who went crazy in the third quarter. He had 20 points.
Boy, very slow in that first half. And then he said, you know what, Dwight, you need some help. I'm ready for you. But good ball movement right there. Ryan Anderson would probably taken that shot, but the money ball by the little fella.
It's a Magic playoff record for points in a quarter. 20 for Jameer in the third. Under 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Joe to Josh.
You got to be able to stop dribble penetration. It starts at the point of attack. They cannot stop Joe Johnson from getting into the paint.
Josh Smith had 15 and 8. We go to the fourth. Jamal Crawford. Yes, he scores again. Atlanta's largest lead of the game. It's 18. Midway through the quarter, the Hawks went cold, however. Joe with the miss. Magic in transition. Hedo Turkoglu to Dwight Howard. He says, give me the ball.
Yes, he said, I see my childhood teammate on me from back in the day. He can't stop me.
And then here comes Orlando once again.
Yeah, you see Orlando trying to make a game of it. Jameer Nelson pushing the basketball. They came close. Good timeout by Larry Drew.
Jameer Nelson had 1 point at halftime. He had 27 points in the game. I'll let you do the rest of the math on that. Off the J.J. miss, it leads to a jam by Josh Smith. And at this point, at least here in this studio, we're saying, I think the Hawks are going to win this game.
Ooh, flight 5 from College Park, Georgia.
Hawks up 96-83 after that. Hedo Turkoglu, nice dump down to Dwight Howard. He puts it in. Tied an Orlando playoff record with 46 points. T-Mac also had 46 back in 2003. Dwight also had 19 rebounds in this game.
You can't throw a pass from the opposite side of the three-point line into Dwight Howard on the opposing block.
And then they make him pay at the other end.
Yeah, that's the dagger right there. We talked about it a lot. They have Joe Johnson and Jamal Crawford in the fourth quarter, and both guys feeling it. Pick your poison.